Welcome to the Hawks team. Established in 1875, we are proudly celebrating over 145 years in business. We are pleased to offer our clients the finest in landscape design, landscape construction, landscape maintenance, and tree care services. Our vision is to consistently provide the best landscape services and customer experience in southeastern Wisconsin. Our Hawks culture. Commitment. We give 100% to everything we work on until we succeed and are proud of our work. Customer focus. We listen to our customers' needs, educate them, and provide them quality service efficiently, pleasantly, and professionally. Teamwork. We respect the ideas of others and recognize their unique talents. We're team players and focus on cooperation. Value. We set high standards for ourselves and always seek ways to improve. Ownership. We are responsible for our actions and outcomes. We're willing to admit our mistakes so others can learn from them. Communication. We give others a chance to speak and do not interrupt. If we have an issue with someone, we address them directly in a private setting. If someone has a disagreement with us, we apologize first, then look for a solution. Honesty. We are honest with our customers and our coworkers. We only make commitments that we intend to keep. If we're unable to keep a promise, we tell someone as soon as possible. And fun. We strive to find enjoyment in everything we do. We keep a positive attitude so those around us enjoy it as well. Safety. The safety of our employees and customers is of the utmost importance. You will be instructed throughout the year by your supervisor regarding additional safety practices. If you ever feel unsafe or see something that is unsafe, report it to your supervisor immediately. Reporting. Report any injuries, large or small, immediately to your supervisor. Our nurse hotline should be contacted for any medical questions or guidance. In an emergency, call 911. And report any equipment issues by filling out an equipment repair ticket. Our tag-out procedure. Faulty equipment can be dangerous. If you have a piece of equipment that is damaged or not operating properly, return it to the shop with a tag describing the problem. Please do not use any piece of equipment that has a red tag or any type of do not operate tag attached. Working around equipment. When walking or working near operating mowers, loaders, and trucks, keep your distance and make sure to keep eye contact with the operator so he knows where you are at all times. PPE, or personal protective equipment. PPE such as ear protection, safety glasses, and dust masks are required for much of the work that we do. Ask your supervisor if you need any PPE, if yours needs replacing, or if you have any questions on their use. Machine guarding. Machine guards are in place to protect you and others against severe injury or death and must be kept in place. Do not use the equipment if a guard is damaged, disabled, missing, or if it provides inadequate protection. Report any issues immediately. Have a safety-first attitude towards machinery and respect the work that it does, as well as the injuries that it can cause. Jacking equipment. Only use jacks and jack stands properly rated for what you're lifting. Always use wheel chocks to prevent equipment from rolling. The surface below the jack and the jack stands must be solid. The jacking point and the support points of the jack stands must be solid and able to support the weight of the equipment. Metal on metal can slide. Place a block of wood between the metal jack plate and the metal object you are lifting. Insert jack stands to support the equipment as soon as it's raised to the desired height. Once the jack stands are in place, lower the jack slowly so the equipment makes solid contact with the jack stands. Do not allow yourself or others to go under the equipment until it is properly supported. Dressing for work. Always dress in layers so you can remove clothing if you become too hot. Do not wear loose-fitting clothing that could get caught in equipment's moving parts. Wear comfortable, supportive footwear. Steel-toe boots are strongly recommended for all construction and maintenance jobs. High-vis vests. High-visibility vests must be worn when working in or around parking lots. High-visibility vests must be worn when working off any busy road, 35 miles per hour or higher. High-vis vests must be worn when working in a low-light condition or at night. You'll be notified if hard hats, vests, and other safety equipment are required on other job sites. Sun protection. Use sunscreen and follow the directions on the bottle. Cover up. Wear long-sleeve shirts and long pants. Wear a wide brim hat that protects your neck, ears, and face from the sun. And drink small amounts of water frequently. Our fire emergency plan. If an employee sees or smells a fire, the fire department should be notified immediately. Alert management so they can notify all employees. All employees should leave the building and meet in the parking lot. If working outside, move as far away from the fire as possible. Do not go back into the building or back to the fire until the fire department has given you permission to do so. Fire extinguisher use. Fire extinguishers are only to be used on small, early-stage fires. Extinguishers can be found throughout the building and in every company vehicle. If you notice one is missing, damaged, or discharged, alert your supervisor immediately. You are never required to use one. If you choose to, make sure the fire is small, slow to grow, with minimal smoke and heat. Before using a fire extinguisher, alert your coworkers so they can get to safety and call for help. Stand 8 to 10 feet away from the fire when using an extinguisher. Use the pass method. Pull the pin, aim at the fire, squeeze the trigger, sweep along the base of the flames. Tornadoes. If possible, seek shelter in a sturdy building on the lowest floor, away from windows. If at the Hawks office, move to the lower level, near the center of the building. If no building is accessible, lie flat and face down on low ground. Protect the back of your head with your arms. Get as far away from trees and cars as you can. Lightning. When there is an approaching storm, move to a safe place, such as inside a fully enclosed building. If a building is not accessible, move to a vehicle with the windows rolled up. Avoid tall objects, open areas, water, and metal objects. Proper lifting. Keep a wide base of support. Squat down. Bend at the hips and knees only. Keep good posture. Slowly lift by straightening your hips and your knees, not your back. Hold the load as close to your body as possible at the level of your belly button. Use your feet to change direction and take small steps. First aid kits. Basic first aid kits can be found in all of our trucks as well as in the foreman's room. Let your supervisor know if items need to be refilled or if the kit is missing. General tool safety. If a tool is not working properly or has missing or broken parts, stop using it, turn it in, and report it. Make sure you know how to quickly shut off equipment in case of an emergency. Keep all bystanders clear. Never leave equipment running and unattended. Stay alert. Watch what you're doing and use common sense. Do not use when you're tired or under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or medication. Do not operate any equipment unless all guards are in place and functioning properly. Shut off the engine and make sure the equipment has completely stopped before cleaning or making any adjustments or repairs. Prolonged use of equipment and vibrations can cause fatigue. Take breaks and turns to avoid vibration-related injuries. Fueling of two-cycle equipment. Two-cycle equipment, such as saws, blowers, and line trimmers, must use mixed gas, which is oil and gas mixed together. Mixed gas equipment is designated with blue gas caps. Mixed gas cans are designated with a blue stripe. Fueling of four-cycle equipment. Four-cycle equipment, such as lawnmowers, sod cutters, and compactors, use regular or straight gas, not oil and gas mixed. You must check the engine oil on four-cycle equipment. Straight gas equipment does not have blue gas caps. Fueling of any equipment. Fill the tank with proper gasoline before starting and avoid spilling. Never smoke while handling gasoline. If fuel is spilled on your clothing, change your clothing immediately. Fill fuel tanks outdoors, not indoors. And never add fuel to an engine that is running or hot. Wipe up any spilled gasoline. Reinstall the gasoline container cap and equipment fuel tank cap securely before starting the engine. Allow the engine to warm up before operating. And do not run the engine indoors. Safety fuel cans. Use only fuel cans with automatic closing spouts. If the spout is missing or damaged, do not use it. Turn in any faulty cans to your supervisor. Hazard communication. Safety data sheets, SDS, for every chemical used at Hawks can be found in the foreman's room and in the shop. Yellow SDS binders are also found in every maintenance vehicle. SDS includes information such as environmental and health hazards, protective measures, and safety precautions for each chemical. Your equipment. Proper care of your equipment will ensure fewer problems for both you and your fellow team members. Putting away your equipment clean and in the correct location saves time for everyone. Checking fluids on 4-cycle engines. Check the oil level on 4-cycle engines such as sod cutters, rototillers, and mowers every day. Oil and other fluids are available through the mechanic shop. Ladder safety. Make sure the ladder you choose is taller than the point you want to reach. Make sure you and what you are carrying is below the weight limit listed on the ladder. The top step of the ladder is for storage and not your feet. Always use 2 hands when going up or down a ladder. Keep your body positioned inside the frame of the ladder and do not overreach. Read and understand the warnings listed on each ladder. Bench grinder safety. Always wear eye protection when using this tool. Do not use it if the wheel is cracked or damaged. Do not use it if any guard is damaged or removed. Do not grind on the side of the wheel. And do not operate it when wearing loose clothing, dangling hoodie ties, etc. Handheld grinder safety. Make sure the switch is turned off before plugging it in. Always wear eye protection and gloves when using this tool. Always wear a dust mask or use a vacuum when grinding. Do not overreach. Keep proper footing and balance at all times. Do not wear loose-fitting clothing, jewelry, or have long hair that can get caught in the tool. Make sure all guards are properly in place before use. Unplug the tool before changing or tightening the wheel or adjusting the guards. When using the tool, maintain a firm, two-handed grip. Position your body and arms to allow you to resist kickback if binding occurs. Keep your hands and body clear from the rotating head. Chainsaws. Chainsaws are dangerous. The chain can cut you even when it's not running. Ear and eye protection and proper footwear must be worn when using this equipment. Long pants or chaps must be worn when using this tool. No shorts or loose-fitting pants. Engage the brake when moving short distances. Shut off the saw when moving further distances. Do not drop start the saw. Place the saw firmly on the ground when starting, with the brake engaged. Hold the saw firmly with both hands and keep proper footing and balance when using the saw. Do not use the saw from a ladder or other support or work within the tree unless you have further training. Do not let the nose of the guide bar contact any object. Be aware of the saw's tip or nose location at all times. Do not overreach or hold the saw above shoulder height. Begin cutting and continue cutting at full throttle. Keep your working area clear of potential entanglement hazards. Blowers. You must wear ear and eye protection when using this tool. If operating in very dusty conditions, you must wear a dust mask. Do not direct air towards bystanders. Avoid loose-fitting clothing and long hair that can get caught in the intake. 3 points of contact. Always maintain contact with 2 hands and 1 foot, or 1 hand and 2 feet to support your body while mounting or dismounting any equipment. Never jump from a piece of equipment or an object. Seatbelts. Seatbelts must be worn while driving or being driven in any company vehicle. Lap belts must be worn while operating a forklift, skidster, or riding mower with the ROPS up. The circle of safety. Before leaving each day, you must inspect your truck and trailer. Walk around the entire vehicle and trailer and inspect the tires, brakes, wipers, mirrors, all lights, trailer hitch, safety chains, and all tie-downs. Loading and securing loads. Know the weight of your load and do not overload your truck or trailer. Balance your load and your trailer tongue weight. Inspect your load and secure all possible items that may fall, blow, or bounce out during transportation. Use proper load-rated straps or chains and binders. Inspect straps before each use and do not use if they are damaged. Checking fluids on trucks and Bobcats. Check the fluid levels on your truck and your Bobcat every morning and top them off if needed. Oil and other fluids are available through the mechanic's shop. Fueling trucks. Fuel up your equipment at the end of every day. This helps reduce vehicle crowding at the fuel tanks every morning. Hawk's methods. Planting trees. Remove all tags and labels. Dig the hole 2 times wider than the root ball. Dig the hole the same depth as the root ball. Make sure to expose the root flare of the tree and plant the tree high. Backfill the hole with a mixture of existing soil and plant starter. Do not compact. Planting shrubs. Dig the hole 2 times wider than the root ball or the pot. Dig the hole the same depth as the root ball or the pot. Plant the shrub high. Backfill the hole with a mixture of existing soil and plant starter, and do not compact. Finally, remove all plant tags. Watering trees and shrubs. Water all plants immediately after planting. Soak the plants until the water gets all the way to the bottom of the planting hole and settles the soil. Mulching. Review your paperwork for the mulch or remulching depth for each job. Keep the mulch off the base or stem of the plant. Cleaning up. Clean up your job site every day. Leave your site cleaner than how you found it, and be respectful of the neighbor's properties. When the job is done, remove all diggers' hotline flags. If there were plants installed as part of the job, make sure to leave watering instructions with the customer. Clean out your truck each night. Landscape debris from your day must be cleaned out from your truck and trailer every night when you return. Soil, brush, plastic containers, concrete, and asphalt all need to be separated and placed in the correct location. Clean out the cab of the truck each night. Remove all garbage bags, bottles, etc. Keep your truck and the Hawk's yard clean. Our customers. The customer is not always right, but they are always the customer. You receive a paycheck because the customer has decided to use Hawk's services. All customers must be treated with respect, courtesy, and prompt attention. Our 10-point quality checklist. All new plant material is properly watered. Mulch is installed to the proper depth and is off the stem of the plants. All plant material is straight and installed at the proper depth. Bed edging is dug and installed to the proper depth. Any broken or dead branches and stems have been pruned off the plants and tags have been removed. All landscaping has been installed with the correct pitch for proper drainage. Any areas of matted turf are raked up. All paved areas have been swept clean. Watering instructions have been given and explained to the homeowner. And finally, the site is cleaner than when we arrived. Breaks. Everyone is required by law to take one unpaid 30-minute lunch every day. Breaks are at the discretion of the foreman or crew leader and are no longer than 15 minutes. Personal phone use. Personal phone use is not allowed during company time. Lunch and scheduled breaks are the only time it's okay for you to use your phone for personal calls, texting, etc. Time cards. You are responsible for clocking in at the start of your day and out at the end of your day. Only you can clock yourself in. You may not clock other employees in or out for the day. Your mandatory 30-minute lunch break will be taken out automatically each day. Preparing for your day. Bring your lunch and everything you need for the day with you before you punch in. There is no stopping at your personal vehicle during company time. Paperwork. Foremen and crew leaders are responsible for completing paperwork each day. Completing paperwork accurately and timely is very important to every aspect of the company. Foremen and crew leaders will be trained further on proper paperwork and should ask for help if they have any questions. The Hawks. Our mission is to be an innovative green industry leader, providing superior quality services at the best value. To build loyal relationships with customers through our expertise, creativity, and service. To promote our dependability and honesty, making Hawks an easy and enjoyable company for customers to do business with. To work efficiently and profitably so we can provide the best compensation and tools to our valued team. To provide a safe, creative, enjoyable, and educational work environment. Moving up. Hawks has great opportunities for advancement based on your knowledge and skills. Please speak with your supervisor regarding the opportunities throughout your career at Hawks. Questions. If you have any questions now or any time in the future, please talk to your supervisor or any Hawks manager. We are all here to help. Welcome to the Hawks team. Thank you for all your hard work. We look forward to working with you for years to come. Additional information for our landscape construction team. The safety of our employees and customers is of the utmost importance. You will be instructed throughout the year by your supervisor regarding additional safety practices. If you ever feel unsafe or see something that is unsafe, report it to your supervisor immediately. The safe use of forklifts. Before operating, check all fluid levels. Check for any leaks or other visible defects. Make sure the pedal area is free of debris. Check that all safety devices are working properly, including the seatbelt. You must put on the seatbelt. With your foot on the brake, release the parking brake. Sound the horn before going in or out of the garage or around a blind corner. When parking, set the parking brake and turn off the forklift. Do not park on a slope unless the wheels are chalked. Travel only at speeds that will allow you to bring the machine to a stop in a quick, safe manner. Maintain a clear view of the path of travel. Proceed cautiously, especially if your view is obstructed. If you carry tall objects that obscure your view, travel in reverse. And slow down when turning to avoid tip over. Turn gently and never turn on a hill. Travel with your forks and the load down low. Come to a complete stop before changing direction. Always watch for pedestrians and other objects. Keep bystanders away. Never lift, swing, or move a load over anyone. Use a spotter when setting or removing objects high, in tight spaces, or where your view is obstructed. And never carry passengers. The safe use of skidsters. Before operating, check all fluid levels. Check for any leaks or other visible defects. Make sure the pedal area is free of debris. Check the tire pressure. Check that all safety devices are working properly, including the seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelt and the operator restraint. Only start the machine from the driver's seat. At the start, test all the controls and make sure that they are operating properly. Sound the horn before entering in or out of a garage or around a blind corner. Keep others away when operating. And carry your load low. Never turn with the load up high. Only exit the machine with the arms down. Keep your body inside the operator's cab when in use. Do not overload the machine or carry a load which can fall. Never lift, swing, or move a load over anyone. Never carry passengers. And always look around before you back up or swing around. Be sure everyone is clear. Use a spotter when setting or removing objects high, in tight spaces, or where your view is obstructed. If parking on a slope, you must chalk the wheels. Use extreme caution when working near drop-offs and slopes. Stay away from the edge. Safe use of cutoff saws. Always cut using adequate water hookups with a 20 ounce per minute minimum to control dust or use an approved vacuum system. Ear and eye protection must always be worn when using this tool. Inspect the blade frequently, especially after an impact, and replace it immediately if it's cracked or warped. Do not allow others to be near you when you're running the saw. Place the tool on firm ground to start. Do not drop start. Maintain good balance and secure footing. Always hold the tool firmly with 2 hands. Make sure the saw is off before carrying or moving it. To reduce the risk of kickback injuries, do not cut with the upper quadrant of the wheel. Never cut while standing on a ladder. Never cut above your shoulder height. And stand clear of the tool. Avoid standing directly in the line behind the machine. Safe use of compactors. Hearing protection must be worn while using or working near this machine. Dust masks must be worn if working in dusty conditions. Keep your feet and your hands away from the running machine. If lifting the machine, get help from someone. Safe use of sod cutters. Before starting, make sure all controls are in the disengaged position. Adjust the throttle to operate at a comfortable walking speed. Operator and bystanders should keep a safe distance from all moving parts of the machine. Do not ever place hands or feet under the machine. Safe use of rototillers. Make sure blades are clear and not engaged before starting. Maintain a firm grip on the handles, but prepare your body for kickback when the tiller encounters stone or other debris. Keep your feet and all parts of your body clear of the tines at all times. Extension cords. Do not use if the cord is damaged, missing insulation, or has exposed wires. Stop using if the plug is damaged or altered in any way. Do not connect 2 or more extension cords together. Keep extension cords away from water. If you ever have questions or concerns about using a piece of equipment now or anytime in the future, please talk to your Hawks supervisor or any Hawks manager. We are all here to help. Additional information for our landscape maintenance team. Safety. The safety of our employees and customers is of the utmost importance. You will be instructed throughout the year by your supervisor regarding additional safety practices. If you ever feel unsafe or see something that is unsafe, report it to your supervisor immediately. Proper clothing for our mowing crews. This includes safety glasses, closed-toe slip-resistant shoes. Steel-toe boots are recommended. Long pants when using a line trimmer. Hearing protection. And you must tie back long hair and remove any hanging jewelry that could get caught in the machines. Safe use of mowers. Before mowing, inspect the area and remove all objects such as rocks and branches. Look for holes and bumps in the lawn area. Make sure the mower's presence controls and safety switches are functioning properly. Make sure that all drives are in neutral and the parking brake is engaged before starting the engine. Only start the mower from the operator position. Do not operate with the side discharge chute raised, removed, or altered. Do not point the discharge towards anyone. Do not raise the mower deck with the blades running. Do not carry passengers. Use extreme caution when backing up and going around blind corners. Keep your hands and feet away from the cutting unit. Stop only on level ground. Disengage your drives, engage the parking brake, and shut off the engine before leaving the operator's position. Stop the equipment and inspect the blade after striking objects or if abnormal vibrations occur. Keep bystanders away from operating machines and stop the machine immediately if someone approaches. Keep in mind, turf conditions can affect the stability of any machine. If using a walk-behind mower, maintain good footing, especially when backing up. Operating on slopes and near drop-offs. Use extreme caution and keep movements on slopes slow and gradual. Do not mow slopes greater than 20 degrees. Do not mow any slope if you feel uneasy. Travel side to side, not straight up and down slopes. Do not mow close to edges or drop-offs. ROPS, or rollover protection system. Keep the ROPS in the raised and locked position. You must wear a seatbelt when the ROPS is up. Lower the ROPS temporarily only when absolutely necessary. Do not wear a seatbelt only when the ROPS is down. Using a mower jack. Our mower jacks are rated to lift the front of any of our units. Use them only on hard, level surfaces. Chock the rear wheels before raising. Once raised, make sure the jack's load-holding safety levers are engaged. Once raised, place 2 jack stands securely below, tight to the deck or frame. Once raised, secure the machine to the jack with ratchet straps. If working under the machine, wear safety glasses. If working with or near the blades, wear gloves. Do not attempt to move the unit when raised. Keep clear of the unit when lifting or lowering. And when complete, lower the mower slowly. Line trimmers and edgers. Safety glasses and ear protection must be worn when using these machines. Long pants must be worn, along with closed-toe shoes and socks. Make sure guards are in place to protect against flying debris. Do not attempt to drop start the unit. Keep bystanders far away when in use. Wear a dust mask when working in dusty areas. Shut off the unit before servicing or changing the line. Hedge trimmers. Safety glasses, ear protection, and heavy-duty work gloves must be worn when using this machine. Long pants must be worn, along with closed-toe shoes and socks. Do not allow others in your work area while using these machines. Always hold the trimmer firmly with 2 hands. Do not overreach. Keep proper footing and balance at all times. Do not work near wires or cables. Do not hold a machine above shoulder height, except when using extended reach units. Do not work off a ladder or any platform. Aerators. Use extreme caution when using this equipment on hills. It can be very unstable. Never use the aerator on steep hills, as it may overturn. Do not release the clutch on an incline, as it will allow the unit to roll back at you. Always keep feet and hands away from moving parts of the machine. Hazardous chemicals. When mixing hazardous chemicals, protective gear must be worn, including full-length chemical-resistant gloves, a full face mask, long pants, long sleeve shirt, chemical-resistant apron, and shoes and socks. Make sure all chemicals are secure when transporting them. Proper clothing for applicators. When applying hazardous chemicals, proper clothing must be worn, including long pants, long sleeve shirt, shoes and socks. If you're wearing short sleeves or shorts for your other tasks, you must bring and use the proper clothing before applying any chemicals. Always carry an extra set of clothing with you in case what you're wearing gets wet or you note a tingling sensation on your skin. First aid for chemicals. Our nurse hotline should be contacted for any medical questions and guidance. In an emergency, call 911. Each maintenance vehicle is equipped with first aid kits and portable eye wash bottles in case of an emergency. Yellow safety data sheet binders are located in every maintenance vehicle. Spill containment. If a chemical spill happens, take the following steps to contain it. Open your spill containment kit, which is located in every maintenance vehicle. Put on the protective equipment found inside. Stop the discharge at the source if possible, and make sure it does not continue to spill. Clean up the spill using absorbent materials found in your kit. And finally, contact your supervisor regarding disposal and what you should do next. If you have any questions or concerns about the safe use of a chemical or any piece of equipment now or anytime in the future, please talk to your supervisor or any Hawks manager. We are all here to help.